YouTube, today we are checking out Gruul Aggro in Historic. This deck benefited greatly from getting a Tarka's command from the Historic Anthology 5, so we're going to see if that recent addition is enough to make this deck viable, see if it's fun. We're going to take it for a spin on the ladder. So I'll link the deck in the description, but let's get into the games. Alright, what do we got here? We have a Stomp and Voltaic Brawler into an On-Crop Crasher. Opponent is on a Gigantha. Potentially sacrifice. I think this is an okay opening hand. Opponent bolts in Blood Crypt. Sure, we're just gonna play a tap land. Alright, so probably Gen Sacrifice like we thought. Play Trail of Crumbs. That's gonna be annoying. The only good thing here is they don't have an oven yet, or anything to getting them free sacrifices of their food. Oh, that could change. They still have plenty of cards in their hand. So this is definitely going to be a tricky matchup, I think. Opponent does have their third land. Oh, down they have a swamp. They just get Giganta to hand. It's like a very interesting... I guess they're going to go for blocking with the familiar. But we have plans as well. We're gonna make it so that their cat can block. It's an aggressive line of attack, but I think we have to be really aggressive here, because if we let this game go long at all, we're gonna be toast. We have another Ancrop as well, so we can do the same play next turn. We'll wait for this one to unexert itself. Get in for 7 more, potentially, right, if we use the energy on the Brawler. And they could just sack the food with their mana. But they don't. Interesting. Well, something in my throat there, but I think we just do that same play where we just play the Crasher, exert, hit them for 3 and 4. They could have removal. They could be waiting for something like a Fatal Push with this land here. Unclear what they're going for. We're going to use the energy. Again, they could have a removal spell, but I think it's better to just use it. Okay, let's okay to push the Brawler, sure. Familiar can't attack. Okay, and then we can bolt in this land, play an Elf. Could be relevant. You never know. Can also be another attacker next turn. So I guess they're probably going to have blocks up. Fun of the cracking the Fatal Passage now. Do they have another Fatal Push? Are they going to try to snipe one of the Crashers? No? Okay, they're just going to crack their food and pay a mana to get that trail value. What do they find? They find a Woe Strider. That's not the worst for them, but we do have Stomp in hand. You can also Shatter Skull Smashing for 3 next turn to snipe the Familiar, and but they have Corvold. Corvold is annoying, but we do have these Crashers here, which are going to be critical in getting us through this defense. So currently we can Shatter Skull for 4. Use all our mana. Or I could start Raminapping them. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win with this extra mana, so I think it's probably best to send in the Land War, exert the Ancrop. If they want to block with the Familiar, that's an okay trade. They don't have food right now. It's going to be something they probably sack to Corvold anyway. And we can get that out of the way. Then we can play Raminap Ruins. So there is a debate here if I should Stomp. I probably should. Yeah, it's probably right just to Stomp, because we're going to get another one of these Ancrops going next turn. So we're really getting for a lot of damage. They don't have much life gain. And we have this Shatter Skull, so we can try to kill some of their blockers if they run on, like, you know, Woe Strider, and then don't attack with Corvold. Phyrexian Tower does give them more mana and the sack outlet. I guess the Wisher is another sack outlet too. Alright, what do we got here? Does Burning Tree change anything? Probably not. If they don't find like a Fatal Push, I think we just win here because we can use the and crop to tap down, or to make Corvo not block. So we'll play our land. Well, I guess there's no reason not to do this, so we'll Burning Tree into Shatter Skull. And we'll Shatter Skull for 3. That should be fine. It's not the things that put counters onto their permanents. Oh, let's do 4. They don't have. Any things that give counters or any like drawer disruptions. Okay, so they sack their goats. They draw a card, of course. 1 bottom. They can then Phyrexian Tower. Okay, they don't Phyrexian Tower though. That would have been the play. Now they have to actually sacrifice Corvold if they want to, do some kind of a Fatal Push. But they don't have it. We get through. Get in for 7. Okay. So you know what we're facing now. I think we put in the Ferocidons. Those are going to be helpful. Braids could be good too, as could Scavenging Ooze. It's a shame that Lava Coil isn't instant speed, so like when they play Corvold, they're going to be able to, sack something immediately. Probably take out some Robbers. Put in some Braids. Skews, again, probably going to be helpful here. Maybe take out a War Boss because the tokens can just get jumped so easily. And there's Scavenging Ooze. We'll give that a shot, as they say. Here, I think Cindervines would be really beneficial, and it's something I've been considering, especially with like the Phoenix decks, right? Just chaining so many spells together. This I think we mulligan because we have 1 land. Okay. Could be worse. 2 Cocos is encouraging. See how aggressive my opponent sets off. They have a Cauldron Familiar. Okay, well we're gonna start with the Stomping Grounds. Play that on down. Okay, Trail of Crumbs on turn 2, naturally. I'm just gonna play this Scavenging Ooze. It's a bold move. They could remove it with like a Fatal Push or something, but I don't have much else going on, and if I draw a 3-drop, I'd want to play that to get even more pressure going. Like, it really feels like if I stall at all, I'm just going to be in dire straits. Shadow Skull Smashing could be interesting next turn. But I think here we're going to run Crag out as a green source. Actually, I'm going to run out Ramanap. I want to trade. No, I don't think I want to trade my Scavenging Ooze for their 2 familiars and give them an activation on food. Not worth it. Not worth it. Mayhem Devil. That's scary. Rampaging Ferocidon, though, is interesting. I think I'm supposed to just hold up Collected Company. And then next turn, Shatter Skull or Mayhem Devil. Okay, they sack a food. Must be short on lands, if I had to guess. They're pinging me, not Scavenging Ooze. They probably don't have a Cauldron in hand. Babel Passage is a very good draw for them, though. It's another free sacrifice outlet. Or sacrifice trigger, not outlet. Do it once. They sack it immediately, though. They leave. Sure. See what they get, though, with their... If it's black, then they're probably Fabled. Or not Fabled, Fatal push. Fable to push. Okay, here we go. Coco. Online. I think we take the Brawler and an Elf. We could take the Burning Tree. And they'll take an Elf. We'll put one of their familiars in the graveyard. Clothis. Okay. So we could actually wipe their board, right? With tapping the Elf. That's probably pretty good. Oh no, it's only 2. I forget that you can only target 2 things. So we'll hit a familiar and a devil, dealing 3 damage appropriately. Could maybe double more anyway. Miscounted. I'll send both. See if they jump here. They do jump. Go to 21. Okay. Are they binding Scoots? Sure. They land or something. Bolt in or shock in. Another Cauldron Familiar. Like a Braid. So we could Clothis and Ferocidon. Probably pretty good. Okay, hit them for 4. Play Ferocidon. Play Clothis. Good damage from it, but Resolving Clothis is clutch. I don't have any ways to get it out of my hand anymore, or those aren't relevant. They do get to get a land, and next turn they're going to get to use the Death Touch trigger. So if they have something like, another Mayhem Devil, they can really just ping my board down. But they do resolve a Corvold. That's nonetheless scary. Rampaging though can kind of get through if we take care of this familiar. Yeah, we do want to exile. So we can already play Coco and a Braid, so I think we just decided to take one of the familiars. Can't gain life from it though, because of Ferocidon. So I think we just send with the Brawler and Ferocidon, snipe Corvold if they block. So we deal 3 to Corvold. Oh, actually, we'll wait for damage to be dealt. Make another Coco ready. And we can actually gain life from Clothis. That's good. Because they block, they don't get the extra draw from sacrificing their Saga. Also beneficial. Another binding. Let's see what they pick. They pick the Brawler, sure. They're not cast Coco just yet. Okay, they get Gigantha to hand. We are going to Coco it up yet again. Okay, not the best hits, but we do hit enough creatures, so I'm getting in for some damage. Take another familiar, I guess. We can descend. I have to block the Bone Crusher to go to 2. Or 4 rather. We just play Ferocidon. Pass the turn. And this should seal the deal. You know, Ferocidon, they can't gain life. They're going to be losing life when they play creatures. If they're going to Corvold, they're going to lose life. And then we just, you know, Clothis, sack a Ruin. Good. So it seems like we're going to be able to pull it out against Junfood, and we do. We get there with a Gruul Aggro. Okay, this hand looks a little dicey. We do have a draw, though. We're on the draw, but Turn 1 elf, I think, is just so good. If we draw anything relevant, we're going to be going. And I would say Collect Company is relevant. So we are going to shock in the Stomping Ground with the Llanowar Elves. This could be a mirror matchup even, as we see a Rootbound Crag positioned opposite us here. One of them plays a Pathway. Okay, this might be Dinos. Interesting indeed. Okay. Alright. Let's play their elf and a robber. And next turn we can Coco. Or Shatterskull, I guess. Take out the Marauding Raptor. If we want. Nothing better. It's drawn. We'll give it to my opponent though for playing an off-meta deck. Like Commune with dinosaurs. Okay, it really is a dinosaur deck, no doubt. 5 cards, dinosaur or land. So they could be searching for their land if they're playing this main phase. Or maybe they're searching for a dinosaur to play it before they go to combat and road their raptor. Look if they get a land. Okay, they're gonna play it. They're gonna play a third land. Unclear. They do play it. They play Ranging Raptors, so what they're gonna get a land trigger. See if they attack here. They do. I want to trade these two and then we get to Coco. I don't think I do. It's tempting. I will say it's tempting. Alright, what do we got here? I think we just play the Oasis. Play your Spear Sentinel. Next turn, Coco. So I'm kind of being the, I don't know about defensive player, but I'm building my board more rapidly. Going wider than they are. Ripjaw Raptor. Okay, we're going to do a Marauding Raptor. Looking at 2. Okay. Okay, they shock another land, another Ranging Raptors. Another land. Okay, let's see what they do now. They attack probably with the Raptor. You can attack with both. The Ranging and the Marauding. We're gonna Coco, we'll see what we hit. We'll take Brawler and On-Crop. Those are probably the two best here. Some energy. Tough calls. We're not gonna block. We're gonna play it risky. If we draw Dromoko's Command, it might be good. Okay, so let you mana. Not Dromoko's Command. This is red, so we can sack deserts without getting pinged here. We can snipe something for 5. That's a good one. That is a good one, as they say. I will take a Carnage Tyrant. They block. On-crop. Okay. We have to get a bunch of enraged triggers. We have to hope their hand has not much gas left in it. There's of course an ambitious hope. Perhaps a foolhardy hope. But yeah, we're just gonna play the Carnage Tyrant. We have 2 blockers back. It's possible we just die here, but this having hexproof I think is gonna be clutch. And trample, now that I think about it. What a hit. Regisaur Alpha. Okay. Other one. That's gotta be lethal, right? Yeah, it's lethal, okay. Alright. Opponent took us down in game 1. We had some nice stuff going on, but we have ways we can deal with that. I think a Braid's gonna be clutch. A lot of their stuff was 3 CMC or 3 toughness. These robbers are gonna be terrible, since all their things are like 2/3s. Take those on out. Chandra's probably gonna be good too. Take out some war bosses, because again, those are gonna be fairly bad, I think. Let's jam. If we can't take down old Hots and Plots. Alright, we'll play first this time. Now this looks like a hand. Burning Tree into Brawler, starting with turn 1 Sentinel. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. Opponent seems like they're thinking about mulliganing as well. Could be a good sign for us on our journey to game 3. Love to get there. Okay, but they don't. They keep their hand. We'll play out the Sentinel if the magic cards will let me deploy them. Okay, they have a Commune with Dinosaurs on turn 1. I thought they were going to put an elf or something, and that would be illegal because you can't play elves in dinosaur decks. Everyone knows that. But we are going to Burning Tree Emissary into Voltaic Brawler. We want to 3-drop. Otherwise, we'll probably do that. So we're just going to hit them for 1. Next turn we get to hit them for 7, right? Because of all these, or even more if you want Autarchus Command. Do what 2 drops my opponent has. They have a Drover of the Mighty. I guess they can tap for mana. I think it might even be just worth Shatterskull smashing their Drover. Slowing them down, I think, is just going to be crucial. Because next turn we can like Jamoka's Command, hit them for like 6 extra with the command. So we like, they don't play a blocker, we just kill them next turn. Turn 4. And the fact that they are using Commune Dinosaurs, but okay, they play it on the Drover. I guess we'll go to combat. If they don't block, they're dead. Okay, well, GG. On to game 3. That was just totally different too. I guess they stumbled a lot, the fact that they were casting all those Commune with Dinosaurs, but felt a lot better. And seeing those Drovers of the Mighty makes me wonder if I should have Pillar, but I think Pillar's gonna hit so few of their other creatures that I just don't think it's gonna be worth it. So, I could make an argument maybe for bringing in the Ferocidon. They were kind of making some creatures, and it might be, you know, if they make just enough that we can like kill them with the Jamoka's Command, it could be worthwhile. This one looks pretty nice too. Start with Elf, we can go like Autarka Command, Braid, or I guess really On Crop or Clothis on turn 2, probably. Probably better than playing a 2-drop. When we have 3 mana available, why would you not want to use all your mana? Efficiency and all that. We're at mulliganing too, so that's going to be hopefully good for us. Okay, they play even a tap land. So we are going to play the Oasis and just play out Llanowar Elves with it. I don't know which land I want this to be yet, this pathway. So we'll hashtag delay the decision, as they say. But it does get to 2 mana. They play a Marauding Raptor, and I said we were going to play a 3-drop, but I think we're just going to kill that to kind of try to mana stream. They're probably going to play like the Raptor, the one that gets them lands, so we'll just shut that down. Next turn we can Coco anyway. So that's still a great play. Or if they kill the elf, we have 2 other 3-drops we can play too. Their pause, I think, is indicative. Okay, they have a Ferocity. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Play a Forest. Maybe we just pass. Then we can, like, on-crop if they play a blocker or something next turn. Exert it. So I wonder if they would have taken the trade if we just attacked with the on-crop this turn. Swung 3 in. Not sure that would have blocked. The Abundant Harvest. I think just use land and try to play a 3-drop. Okay. Ooh, getting a shock land though, it hurts. All this little damage. I think it's going to be the deciding factor potentially. Okay, opponent though. They don't play it right now. They don't attack. They play Drover the Mighty. Okay, they're gonna play a tap land, presumably. Alright, here we go. Coco time. What do we get? Brawler and Giants? Yes, please. We're gonna take some damage. So we could on-crop attack Jermoko's command. That's, yeah, that's gas. That is gas. What do we not want to... I think we take down the Drover, or make the Drover not be able to block. It's gonna weaken it, but we definitely just command here. 3 and buff. 73. We still have the counter on the Brawler. I guess something I should have been maybe considering is them playing another Regisaur Alpha. Right, if they don't have a 5th land, they're going to need this Drover to play it. But this also makes it, having them only have a 1-1, makes it easier for the Voltaic Brawler to get through with that trample damage. Alright, there's the Regisaur. Burning Tree. So what we could do is hash up Oasis on the Brawler, give it +3/+3. It's a 6/5. We use the energy at 7/5. Then yeah, I think that's a path to victory, right? We're just gonna play Burning Tree, Emissary, because again it's free, so I wouldn't do. Sack Desert. Let's send. Pay that energy. And that should be it. Okay. Take down some dinosaurs with Gruul Aggro. Well, I hope you liked the games, YouTube. I know it was fun trying out a non-brainstorm playing historic deck. Anyways, if you like what you've been seeing, please let me know down below. Like and subscribe, all that great stuff. I will see you next time.